change on a 2012 F150 3.5 liter V6. The oil filters down there, right underneath your intake. That's right. Shoot, where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. Just straight down. So for this, I got this little fancy tool. Super easy, just put on the back of it, unscrew it. So we're underneath the passenger side. Here's your transmission cover. There's your oil. Mine comes out the side right here, or Alyssa's does. It's just right here. It's a 5/8 socket. I'm just gonna loosen it and let it drain. Remove this is I just unscrew it all the way and keep pressure, and then I just slowly let off and make sure that all of it's gonna go into that pan, which it's gonna come a little more forward, so I gotta scoot this forward and let off again. Right tire, that had a lot of pressure behind it, so just letting you know, go off it very slowly and make sure you have a rag to help clean up what you miss. So as soon as that's done draining, you're gonna put the plug back in it, right there. And then you're gonna scoot that more forward, more like it's underneath the differential. You're gonna take off this oil filter. I already took it off. As you can see, the pan's sitting right there. And it's kind of a pain in the butt because as you take it off, it spills everywhere. So just make sure you have a big pan right here. You're gonna take your new filter, and you're gonna take some oil, and you're gonna dab it around on this little O-ring, and then you're gonna insert it back into that. Pretty simple. You wanna lubricate this so when you take it off, it comes off easier. If you do not lubricate it, it is a pain in the backside to get off. Alright, so the easiest way to put this back on is basically, you're gonna crawl up on your bumper. Your left arm is gonna go where this intake splits off. It's gonna go down there. You're just gonna hold on to one of the tubes down there, and you're gonna take your right hand, you're gonna pull it down there, and you're just gonna lean forward. Then once you get down here, make sure you don't touch the oil filter to any dirt, but you're just gonna find where it's supposed to go with your left hand and then guide it on with your right, and you're just gonna tighten it till it's snug. And then we're gonna take that wrench, so it's going on right now really easy. Gonna take that wrench and then just tighten it just so it's fairly snug. Don't want to over tighten. Okay, pretty well snug right there. Now we're gonna take this fancy little tool, go back in there. We're just gonna snug it up the rest of the way. Now we're just gonna put the oil in it now. And then when you go to park it, you're gonna wanna park it on somewhere where like there's dirt, if possible. Just to make sure if it's not tight all the way, the oil filter, it leaks onto something easy to clean up. So the oil we're using, we got 5W30, and we got, how many quarts? We got 6 quarts, and that oil filter, by the way, is 57502. Got a nice big funnel right here. And we're gonna let it sit there for a while, and then we're gonna turn the truck on for a couple of minutes. Then we're gonna turn it off, and we're gonna check the oil level. Oil cap back on. And then we're gonna hurry and start it and let it run for a couple of minutes. Waiting, I hurried and wrote down when her next oil change is. And now we're gonna turn off the truck and check the oil again. We're gonna take a cloth and reach all the way down in there. Find the dipstick, pull it out, wipe it completely off. We're gonna stick it back down in there again. Make sure it's in there all the way. We're gonna pull it back out. It says it's right in the middle, but we're gonna wipe it off again. Put it back in there again. I like to double, triple check. pull back out, right in the middle again. Let it sit for a second this time. Pull it back out. Still right in the very center. So we should be good. Just gonna make sure everything's cleaned up. Come down here. We're gonna pull that out, take care of that. And then we're gonna clean up all the little areas and wipe off that oil. But that's how easy it is to change oil on a F150 2012 version.